Cheese and crackers.
Cheese on the crackers. Testing, 1, 2, 3. Welcome to a Mothership Monday. Will start in just a few moments. Don't be scared. Lainey's scared.
Always.
Always so scared. Scared little girl. Does not know how to handle a few zombies. I haven't even spreaded any links.
No, me neither. I can't. Oh, there you are. I was like, where is okay, so. Oh, there you are. I was like, where is okay, so. Why can I hear myself?
Oh, because I'm rapscallion. I wanted to embarrass you publicly.
Mm-hmm. Always.
Oh, damn. Is that what you think?
Sometimes.
Okay, enough. Enough of the criticizing the fat mantis. Yeah, I'm just saying, you better did your research this episode.
I did do my research. I'm very excited about this episode.
This is a pretty good one.
It's going to be a great one. This is honestly going to be probably three of my favorite weeks.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, the next three weeks is going to be utterly amazing.
Mm-hmm.
I can't even believe this is truly this is allowed to happen.
Mm-hmm.
This, truly there is a God.
Truly.
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 Because I got to do this. I was about to say I love my job, but this isn't my job.
No, this is better than a job.
Oh, look at that. Yes, it is better than a job. Actually, no, I mean, if this was a job, we could do this exact same thing, we'd get paid, so.
I mean, we're working on that though, correct? Like that's
Yes.
the goal, isn't it?
That is one of the goals, but I'll still do it. I mean, don't tell anyone. I'll still do it, even if I never get paid. But don't tell my future employer.
Don't tell your future employer
that. We are, of course, live, so everybody already heard that. It's all good.
Which means that your future employer will probably hear that anyway. So yes. There is that. There is that.
Okay. I think we're moving into a really great period of like horror. I'm sorry, horror. I'm really bad at pronouncing that word because I'm from New York.
It is pretty interesting to hear you pronounce that word. I'm not going to lie.
Horror, and then everyone's like, "What are you saying?" Like, it's so embarrassing.
You've been doing a lot of horror lately.
Like I said, we're entering a season of the witch, if you will.
I'm always in the season of the witch, so there's that.
It is the season of the witch. Do you find that like your favorite part of this is like the period before we're actually...
yeah. Like the background noise when we're just laughing at each other and trying not to act like absolute dweebs.
Dinguses?
Yes. Dinguses.
Okay. I think that's the phrase you're looking for. I think that's the technical term.
That sounds about right.
Okay, so I just tweeted it, which means we're getting close.
Oh my goodness.
Facebook and Facebook. And Minds is next, and then we're gonna get ready to go. Let's see what's going on with chat real quick. We got Shaolin Iceboxer, we got Miss Hippie, we've got Chaotic K, we've got Hannah Banana HD.
Hi guys.
Yeah, welcome guys. This is a good one. We're gonna talk everything zombie.
Oh my goodness. Look at you today. Everybody is just dropping so much love on you.
Was love just dropped on me?
Yeah, a lot of love.
Oh, thank you. Oh, yeah. That's what. Oh my goodness. Thank you so much, Hannah. Thank you so much. So, check this out. When people do that, because like I said, I'm not actually on Twitch. I'm on StreamYard. Right. I don't know what those are. Oh. And you just made me realize that those are bits.
They're bits.
I'm a fool, but thank you, Hannah Banana HD. DT Tubbs, welcome in. How are you, brother?
The spirit of the Lord is here.
I hope you're living that dream. We're going to get into zombies in just a minute.
I'm very excited about this.
I'm super excited. I might be too excited to go perform. Yeah.
That sounds like a you problem.
It's like my wedding night.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Oh man, I'm having too much fun over here. I'm having too much fun.
Already, and we haven't even started.
Yeah, we're about to start.
So yeah, Shaolin also dropped some love on you, so make sure to thank Shaolin. Oh my god, and Chaotic K. Damn.
Oh my goodness. You guys are so amazing. I love you all.
This has been a great day.
This has been an amazing day. I'm totally unworthy of this love and attention.
I'm literally rolling my eyes right now. I wish you could see that.
When I imagine you eye rolling me.
All the time?
You need to see it. Yes, literally all the time.
It's
as soon as your name
probably
comes up,
happening.
I'll be eye rolling you right now. Okay,
Holy
so
crap.
I've done all my postings.
I think I've done all my postings. Did you get yours? I didn't get yours. You got yours. I'm assuming. I got mine.
What do you mean you got yours?
Like I got my Discord.
Oh yeah, of course. Why do you not see it? Do you not see it in announcements?
No, I don't see anything while I'm okay. So I have three. I literally have three things open right now. Laptop.
Okay, I don't want to break your mind.
My mind's already broken. It's okay.
I guess we're ready to start this bad boy. And unfortunately, guys, we do not have our intro made up yet with our theme song. That is on.
We're working on that. We are. Hello.
But hello.
Well,
Welcome
hello.
in to Mothership Monday. Today we're doing all things zombies, from its history to Hollywood. Where does it actually come from? Where does the etymology of the word come from? And what are our belief systems on this whole thing? I hope you guys will stay for this journey. Before we get any further, I'd like to introduce my co-host, the roundhouse
Lainey?
trolley of it all. Lainey.
Hi guys. Lainey.
Lainey. And we're just asking that anyone here who on YouTube, we're asking that you like, share, and subscribe to this channel and all its videos, and stick around and hang out with us. And if you're on if you're on Twitch or some other app, some other crazy app, just feel free to hit like or sub or whatever it is you do. Do all the good things. But we're ready to get started. Let's talk about zombies.
In your head. Sorry.
What? Hannah Bananas is all right. I'm out. Have a good day.
Oh, bye, guys.
Well, have a good day. Same with everyone who had to bounce. I understand and dig it. I am drinking every time you say zombie, says Miss Hippie.
Oh, watch out. We'll probably get you really messed up. Because it's going to happen.
So, I'm not going to do it. I'm going to wait till she's not expecting it. And then
we're gonna hit it.
Bye, Hannah Banana. Have a lovely day, Canada K. Have a good one.
Yes, bye guys. Love you lots.
Interesting histories of zombies. Yes, DT Dubs. You need to understand. You need to know what the history of zombies are. So first off, Lainey, what is a zombie?
By definition, a zombie is a reanimated dead body.
Okay. And so they exist in all sorts of fiction, all sorts of things. Do you watch any of this fiction? Do you watch these movies, these shows, anything like that?
Oh, absolutely. Zombies, one of my favorite lores. Okay.
And so what kind of stuff do you watch?
I'm definitely big into The Walking Dead. I've watched almost all of their spin-offs. Not like religiously. Walking Dead for sure is my favorite. The spin-offs are great. And then, of course, like all of the movies that you could possibly think of, I've probably seen them.
Right. Walking Dead, more like walking garbage.
Come on. All right. So it did kind of turn into garbage after like season 5, 4, 3.
Yeah, to be honest, I think there was a period. I think after Beth died, I had a problem with the show.
I gotta admit that when they killed off Beth, I was like, they shouldn't have done that.
Right, and it was very contrived how she died. However, I continued to watch. I was like, I thought I didn't hate the show. I was just like, it's whatever. But I think then when they eventually got to, you know, the Asian guy, his name is escaping. Particularly the
Glenn,
nature of Glenn, yes, that's the name. The nature of how he dies and what's going on. It just was like I just couldn't with the show anymore.
So I did promise myself that I was going to 100% stop watching Walking Dead after they killed Glenn. Like, I was super pissed. I was like, they changed it from the comic books. It really pissed me off. Zombieland is a great one for sure. Definitely Resident
Evil for the win,
yeah.
says
Yeah. But when they killed Glenn, I was just like, he was my favorite character. Him and Abraham were like my saddest deaths of that show.
Okay. Abraham, that's fascinating.
Yeah, I kind of had a crush on Abraham.
You like nerds. That's your thing.
I mean,
Reese, welcome in. Zombie nurses. Sure you're not thinking of Silent Hill? Welcome in, Reese. What am I talking about? Zombie nurses? Did we say zombie nurses?
I don't know, but I think Silent Hill is like that one horror movie that I'll never watch again. Ever.
See, I never even saw the movie. I've seen, I played the game or whatever, and it's just next level horror. That's just nutty.
Yeah.
Right?
Well, the movie just got really graphic and disgusting, and like, and I'm sitting here and saying that it was too graphic for me, and you know how much I love guts and gore.
I know. You basically bathe in it every night.
I do. Absolutely.
Oh, look at this. Dub says Glenn had it coming. We all gotta go sometimes. That is horrible.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I cannot agree with you on that whatsoever. I think that he should have 100% gone on to be the art character. Riggs could die. Like, he's got to go. Like, I was over him seasons ago, and I know that, like, it was like, well, he's the main character. He dies in the comics, guys. Let him go. Let him go.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I don't know. I feel like I've already, like, I didn't realize I didn't like the series at that point. But today is not here to just talk about Walking Dead. That's a different
we're not.
Today we're going to be talking about, like, zombies and really get into the nature of zombies, right? So, first thing I got to say is, and I ask you this about every supernatural thing ever. Mm-hmm. Do you believe in zombies?
I believe... sorry. I do believe that there's lore behind it, and yeah, I think that it could come true for sure.
Okay. And so I'm a believer in zombies. So this is very special to me. As you know, I am half Haitian. And the origins of zombieism come from Haiti. Well, technically, at least the etymology of the word is African, but we're going to get into all that right now. So do you guys want to do a quick history of zombies? Because I researched it. Blambo! Okay, so Matt says no, zombies aren't real. Well, I'm about to blow your mind, Matthew. So here's what it is. So the etymology of the word zombie comes from Africa. So Zumbi into the Mitsogo tribe in Gabon says it's a reference to a corpse. That's what that word means. However, to the Kiku Congo, zombie, that same word, is a reference to a mythological superhuman demigod that was their ancestor of the tribe. It was said he had could do all sorts of supernatural feats, including resurrect from the dead every time his enemies slayed him. And then in Congo and Angola, zombie is an object that is inhabited by a spirit. Right? So between 1517 and 1804, both Spain and France enslaved people from those areas and brought them to various places throughout North America and the Caribbean, particularly the island of Hispaniola, which would later on be known as the Dominican Republic and Haiti. Right? And so voodoo would spring up, a spiritual hidden practice. It was a fraternal order that you could only be led into. Not everyone could have the secrets of voodoo. And voodoo was a mixture of the normal island people's old religion that was replaced by Christianity and the African rituals that were done in the past. Right?
Mm-hmm.
And so now we have voodoo, and you can't really talk about zombies without talking about voodooism.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Do you have any experience with voodooism?
Me personally, no.
You don't get evil-eyed by some shady bitch at a bar.
I mean, I get evil-eyed all the time. I'm feeling it today, so that's fun.
And pardon for the French guys. Pardon any French that we're uttering today. It's just you can't talk about zombies without cussing.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Oh, wait, have I been cursed? I probably haven't.
No, I was.
I'm a Jersey girl. I was going to say. I'm always cursing.
Dub says, I feel like I was watching someone playing Gears and Saving Private Ryan mixed together. That scene was hella violent. Oh, yeah, it's going back to the Walking Dead thing. Hannah Banana seems to be back. Good to know. I'll send Mantis money in Cash App next time. Oh, thank you, Hannah. So Reese says, yeah, I studied up on this. The Bokors would make zombie powder from the toxin of a pufferfish. So, yes, we're going to get into that right now. So now we're here in, colonial America following the history of zombie, right?
Mm-hmm.
So here's what it was. It was believed that a necromancer called a Bokor or a Boko, depending on pronunciation, was a necromancer, could steal a corpse if it wasn't properly buried, steal a corpse and turn it into a slave, or it would be a physically, like a labor-intensive slave, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so this is just a sign of mythology and silliness. And in 1915, when the U.S. occupied Haiti, they looked at the islanders and they laughed at them and their silly traditions. Silly black people. And they took the word zombie and they brought it to, the GIs would eventually take it to America, mainland America, where they would make all sorts of movies. The first notorious movie about zombies was the 1932 classic White Zombie, about a white woman who gets caught in Haiti and turned into a zombie, and they have to go save her. Was the premise of White Zombie. So now we're going to talk about the interesting case of my man Clairvius Narcissus.
Oh, right? What a name.
What a damn name.
What a damn name.
Unfortunate idiot. So here's the thing. In 1980, he journeys from Haiti to America to find his sister Angela, and he comes to his sister and he says, "Sister, I love you. Can I crash?" There's only one problem. Clairvius Narcissus died 18 years earlier. He was having respiratory problems on the island of Haiti. His sister went to stay with him for a few days. He would eventually die. The doctors would say he has no pulse or heartbeat, and they would have an open casket funeral where she saw him be buried. So this is blowing her mind, and she says, "What is going on, Broham?" And he said, "I was a zombie." So basically, the story of this gentleman is that he was a con man, a two-bit con man who would not pay for multiple children that he had, and he was hated in his village in Haiti.
Okay.
And this is what happens when you're hated, when the village doesn't want anything to do with you. They sell you to a Boko, a necromancer. And what they do is they take a powder, a toxin, they put it in your food, and when you eat that food, you start having respiratory problems, you get sick, and you slip into a coma so death-like that you can even fool doctors. This is actually a proven thing. This is actually something that happens to this day. This isn't some unconfirmed magic ritual. This is actually something that happens from the ground up bones of a puffer fish. Is what it was, and this was an ancient voodoo thing. So they make you look like you're dead, and so apparently, according to him and other people who have been through this process, you're dead. You're basically in a coma, but you can hear what's going on around you.
So they buried him, but he was
So he was seen dead. They buried him, and after everybody went away, he remembers being dug back up by a bunch of dudes. They then enslaved him, and what they do is it's not the same potion, but they give you a different potion at that point, a potion that makes you delirious and very susceptible to suggestions. And they basically say, you're our slave, and they had him working in fields for 16 years, a slave. He was a slave. This was probably 16 years, so this was like the late 60s throughout the 70s.
So how did he get away?
So here's what happened. Apparently, you have to constantly keep giving your slaves this potion.
Okay.
And apparently, he must have missed something, but there was a revolution on the planet. Eventually, some of the zombies snapped out of it, realized they were under someone's enchantment, attacked him, and they brutally murdered the Boko. And this man was freed, but he hadn't had a life for 16 years.
Oh my goodness.
So he was living on the streets. He found out his sister was in America, and he had to scrounge some money together to come to find his sister.
Could you imagine just like walking into your sister's house 16 years later and being like, hey, bitch, I'm alive.
Doug says, feel like I haven't seen you in a while, you know? That could have been directed at somebody else, but it's the perfect timing for the perfect.
It was
comment.
Perfect. Hi, Bex.
Hello, Bex. How are you? And Hannah says they have an HR if you like to.
2 beats per minute, and an EMS pronounces you dead.
Right.
Gee, that's crazy. All from a pufferfish. Like, I knew that they were toxic, but not like that.
Well, there's more stuff in it. Like, apparently they put human bones in there too. But there's all sorts of different things in it. I don't know. Some of it might be mystical of nature. Others more scientific.
Right.
But so that is actually what a zombie is, what this gentleman went through. And so actually, the way this was uncovered, it's so funny that it was like late. I feel like scientifically late in the game.
Mm-hmm.
An American news reporter named Wade Davis went to Haiti to follow up this man's claims. And he ended up researching and doing all these things. He stole a bunch of the chemicals, brought them back for analysis, all these things. He interviewed all these people who were in it, and he wrote a book called The Serpent and the Rainbow, which in 1988 was turned into like a horror movie. But if you read the book is like a reporter doing like a documentary style investigation to zombies.
This is why you don't piss off a Boko.
So you don't piss off anybody. If I were him, I'd be really freaking pissed that my village sold my ass.
Okay, facts.
That is horrible.
Is
anyone else enraged about this very concept?
I'd sell some people.
That was a fun history lesson, but zombies still don't exist. And Matt just doesn't believe. He doesn't.
So, I mean, I don't know. In the sense of an actual zombie, like being a reanimated corpse, like literally dead and reanimated. I don't know. I don't know if it's even possible. Although there are the ants, and now have you heard of the ants?
Yes, I have heard of the ants.
A little fun science.
Tell us about the ants.
A little more fun science for you guys.
We're getting very scientific today.
Yeah. There are ants that have been proven to like have this fungus growing out of their brains, and they're taking control via the fungus, which is incredibly interesting to me because it's like, okay, so if this is possible in an ant, could it potentially be possible in a human being?
The craziest thing I find about maybe not the craziest, but this is pretty crazy. The fungus makes the ants not only stop working, but stop working with the colony, and they just walk far out because they want to spread the fungus.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And then before they die, they literally walk up to a grade of glass, and they die up on the edge of the grass, right? So that the fungus overtakes their body and trickles down to infect other ants who walk by.
Yeah, nope. I'm just saying that's creepy. That's creepy. It's crazy. It's scary. Oh. No, you don't.
No, you don't want to be you don't want to be a corpse. Watch your drinks at the bar. You might mysteriously slip into a coma. You're absolutely right, AJ. And you will end up working in a field somewhere. You know what I'm saying? So I believe in those types of zombies. Do I believe in an animated corpse that has no heartbeat at all?
Yeah.
No blood trickling through it and walking and attacking people.
And eating brains. Like, I don't know, man.
I feel like that would have to be true magic. If it's something like that could exist, I'm very doubtful.
So, I mean, obviously in all of the lore, it's scientifically done. Like, it's something that scientists have done to mess up the world, and it turns into an apocalypse of zombies. Like, I don't know if I think that scientifically it could happen.
So yeah, I mean, as of right now, science would tell us that something that is not alive cannot walk around, cannot have motion. I mean, that's pretty simple, right?
Unless you're an ant with a mushroom growing out of your
head.
Right,
but here's the thing. They also are not dead. They're not a corpse. They're it's like rotting their brain, but they still have a pulse, you know?
Right.
Another thing that does that is a wasp. A certain species of wasp does that to a certain species of spider. What they do is they lay their eggs inside the spider.
Okay.
And then what it is when it's in there, it releases all these hormones to make the spider fear his fellow spiders, and he'll attack other spiders and want to get away from them. And if they come up to him, he'll attack the other spiders, and he'll want to go seclusive. And also another thing is, similar to the ant, before he dies, he ends up making a web and binding himself in his own cocoon, which just makes it easier for when the eggs hatch for them to eat him. And so
nature is bizarre. I did not know that one. That's creepy. So yeah, I mean, I do think that there are possibilities of us becoming drones and like what?
Cordyceps is the name of the fungus.
Oh, okay. Thank you. I love the ants. I think that's so fascinating. We all just have a bunch of science experience for nature. Yeah. And that's the thing. Nature is super scary. Have you heard of deer zombie disease? It attacks the nervous system and makes them act weird, and they will even eat others of the same species. I actually have heard of this. And it is a lung disease, as far as I know. In the deer that causes them to literally go insane, but they're not dead. So I think that when we talk about zombies, we generally think of dead, right? It's the reanimation of death.
So obviously the movies, like Hollywood has turned the Haitian phenomenon into, they die, they're really dead, they come back.
Correct.
But, they sensationalize a tale that's actually happening. Although I have to say, I find it weird that how few people in here are unimpressed with the things that the witch doctor does, that the Bocor does, because that's faking somebody's death through poison, digging them up and giving them mind control potion every day to be their slave is pretty fucking impressive feat. But I guess nobody here is impressed with that.
I mean, I'm super impressed.
That's not a real zombie. I'm like, okay, it's mind control.
It is mind control. It is absolute mind control. I mean, and I guess it's that's kind of where we're going into now, talking about these animals and having it naturally done, and they're turning into these zombies because, like, they're mindless drones doing what nature is not telling them to do.
Right. And so in all these examples, I mean, I don't want to false advertise. I mean, I think what Matt was saying, there aren't real zombies, is that, like, he's like saying there aren't corpses that are fighting people. And I would agree. I don't believe that there are corpses fighting people. Right. But yeah, all these things are figurative zombies, right?
Mm-hmm.
As Matt asked, random question. Have you guys seen the Love, Death, and Robots season 3 episode Night of the Mini Dead? And what did you think of it? I saw it. Have you?
I saw it as well.
I thought it was brilliant.
I did too.
I love when the teenagers are banging in the beginning.
Yeah.
A date, and we're watching them, and they're like banging away and like all that stuff. There's a lot of clever stuff in that episode. Like,
I was gonna say the whole series is just incredibly well done. We actually talked about this earlier.
Yeah, we were talking about that earlier. That episode with the Mini Dead, they have various episodes or little glimpses because it's going in fast forward.
Mm-hmm.
are actually in other zombie movies, particularly Night of the Living Dead movies. So I thought that was super clever, but that show tends to always be clever.
Now I'm like thinking back. Did you guys talk about this or going to talk about the Miami zombie and your thoughts?
So are you referring to the guy in the bath salts who ate another person? That's what I'm when you say Miami zombie, that's what I think.
That's what I think, and I know that turned into a phenomenon, not only in Miami, but it was throughout. Bath salts were causing people to lose their minds and 100% become very aggressive towards other humans. Hannah says, "Is mind control potion possible?" Yes, obviously with the Boku, it's got to be.
And I think it's not just that. I think there are many, many different types of drugs, cocktails you can take where you will be
zombified,
susceptible to suggestion, that you will be vulnerable to that people can convince you to do things that you would normally do under the influence. I mean, look at what meth does. Look at these bath salts, if we're talking about that, right?
I think, yeah.
So Matt says, do you guys like zombie animals? I don't like zombie animals. I think they're the most terrifying thing ever. Imagine a bear jacked up on zombie disease. I'm not fighting that thing.
No, for sure. There are some of the lore that I find fascinating with zombie animals, and there's some of them, and I'm just like, nah, man, it's not working. So Mississippi says, what is the chemical referred to as truth serum?
So, the problem with, I don't know what the chemical makeup of truth serum is, but I will say that truth serum has been proven to be equally parts false and true. That a lot of times people will tell you the truth, but other times they'll talk and it's just complete like delusional, they're having a fever dream or something. Yeah, right. You can't really make out what they said. And then they're like, and then there was a pink unicorn and he flew to Asgard, and you're like, what the, so that's not, truth serum. It's a really bad name for a drug, right? I mean,
yeah, it absolutely is. What is your favorite type of zombie? For instance, do you guys like the running zombie or the slow walking zombie? I like the slow walking zombie way better, just for the fact that if it did ever happen, I could definitely defeat that.
Oh yeah, that's the problem with the original Dead trilogy, and they wouldn't have taken over the world.
No,
there's just no way.
There's no way. But I do have to say that I have seen some of those fast moving zombies, and what movie is it? 28 Days Later.
Right.
Those zombies are badass. Okay.
Yeah, no, they are. They absolutely are. I mean, they're rage-infected human. But yeah, I mean, it's, whatever. What is a zombie, right? Like on Star Trek, is the Borg aren't they just space zombies?
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah. Reese says there's also Toxoplasma gondii, a parasite that infects mice, destroys their natural instincts to avoid all things that cue them into a cat being present, and they even lack a fear response, only to get eaten by the cat where the parasite completes its life cycle. Oh wow. Wait, hold on. Isn't it like once it eats the mice, the cat has it and the cat like shits it out? And it's in the cat shit fumes, and it infects one.
Right. Yes.
Right, because the cat's gonna. I'm sorry, I didn't mean shit. I meant poop. The cat's gonna poop all over its hunting grounds, right?
Oh, I don't care.
So it continues the cycle of life that like. It's pretty fascinating.
It is pretty fascinating, and I think that's what we're trying to say. Like, obviously. Everybody wants to talk about the movies and talk about the comics and the lore of zombies in America. But yeah, I'm a little intrigued that nobody is so excited that like it's a real thing.
Yeah, I mean those things are pretty fascinating. I think that like transcending life, like being a walking zombie, is that's pretty spectacular. So so we're not going to do the miracle of resurrection, but I think mind control and death trances. It's pretty impressive.
No, 100%.
And Matt says yes, the bath salts. So the bath salts, I remember. This is how susceptible I am. When that news came out, what was it? 2011, 2012 or something?
Yeah, it's been a while.
And they gave a report that some dude was eating another dude's face, and then they shot him dead. And
but they didn't even shoot him dead, Mantis. He kept coming. They shot him several times. It was not one shot. They had to shoot him down several times.
He would die, but they took a lot to bring him down. I was sure that the zombie virus was out there. But I was like,
so did I. I thought we were all doomed.
The end. I would walk home at night being like, one day I was in Virginia at the time. I was like, it's going to come to Virginia, and it's over.
I mean,
I was basically counting my blessings. I was just like, I was throwing in the towel at that point.
Was he a fast-moving zombie? He was a fast-moving zombie, wasn't he?
He must have been.
He had to have been.
Bath salts make you fast.
I wouldn't know.
I have a feeling they have irradiated animals that act in the same manner because their brain is ruined from radiation. So I'm about to put you on to something that should scare the living crap out of you guys if we want to talk about real stuff. Crutchfield-Jacobs disease. You know it? I'm sure you've heard of it by its popular media name.
Okay, what's this popular media name?
Crutchfield-Jacobs disease is mad cow disease.
Oh, yeah.
And so, guys, so it makes you rage-filled and cannibalistic, mad cow disease. Now, apparently, that was only affecting the cows, right? So it was only affecting the cows, and that's because farmers who didn't want to pay for cow food would take the dead, diseased cows, chop them up, and feed them to their other cows, which is just like... If
nature hasn't told you anything, we really shouldn't be eating the same species of...
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Only not. Bad things come of it. But so apparently, do you remember when... Who's the dude who did the WikiLeaks? Leaked all those documents. Is it Assange? Julian Assange?
Sure. Yeah.
Julian Assange leaked all these government things.
Okay.
And one of the files he leaked was a report on how the US government was not only experimenting on mad cow disease, found out a way for it to affect humans, and was experimenting on ways to make it more contagious, because apparently it could only be transferred through sperm, blood transfusions, or red meat. And they were trying to find a new way to make it. So basically they were trying to make a zombie disease out of mad cow disease.
But why would... So this is what I don't understand about humanity, is that we've seen the movies, we've read the books.
Right.
Why would we ever want to fuck with nature that way? And
I like the emphasis on the F word.
But seriously, why would we even want to do that? It baffles my mind that we are that dumb that we want to create a zombie apocalypse.
So we don't want... Here's what it is. We don't want to make a zombie apocalypse. And so here's what it is. Just in terms of like warfare, we do want to make... Wait, hold on. We do and we don't. In terms of warfare, we want to cause the most amount of killing from the other side, preferably retain their wealth. So we don't want to bomb. Bombs are bad because they destroy wealth and architecture and stuff. We if anything, we want to move into that real estate, right?
Right.
So we're always finding better ways to kill our enemies. So the idea is that preferably you make a bomb that has the zombie disease in it. You create them in, for example, let's say Russia. You let them eat themselves, and then you exterminate the zombies.
But it doesn't work that way, because it's... Listen.
Oh, you're saying something's going to go wrong. Is that what you're saying?
Something's always going to go wrong. We can sit there and we can say that it's going to be a... look at COVID, for instance. Like, COVID started here in this country and ended up here in our country within seconds because somebody got on the plane with COVID, and now we're all infected. It's the same thing.
And once again, guys, I'm going to say this, and this is not to insult anyone who has had any tragedies or issues involving COVID. It's very serious illness. I don't want to, deflate your whole thing, But COVID is not even the worst of the types of diseases that we have locked up. The CDC has locked up. We have man-made diseases that will wipe us out way quicker than any of this.
Facts.
That was a dress rehearsal.
That was a dress rehearsal. And be careful, guys. That's all I'm saying. Buy a hazmat suit.
Was Lazarus a zombie? So this is the question, Hannah Banana. So I would say no. My argument would be no. Because, so here's what it is. If anything, he was a revenant. And I think Jesus would probably classify as a lich. If you really want to get into it. But a zombie implies that the creature doesn't have intelligence anymore.
Correct.
Like, you come back from the dead, but you can't, like, hang out with people. You can't go back to your wife, and you can't
Correct.
have a date. You know what I mean?
They're non-speaking, non-communicative entities.
I remember reading an article that spoke on how zombies would be ineffective. They would rot away and become immobile within a couple of weeks, and that's if they don't get eaten by wild animals. Bugs will essentially F them up, eating away the eyes in a matter of days. It's colder climates, they would be immobile. In warmer climates, they would rot away faster. Absolutely, that's true. Maybe that's our cleanup method. So here's what it is. If you make it contagious like that, then all you have to do is wait a couple of weeks, and they'll do all inner damage and then die. We don't even have to send a second disease. We don't have to send a bomb.
I mean, listen, it's very possible that, yes, nah, man, I don't know.
He says I'd rather have zombies than clowns. Well, imagine a zombie.
In all
clown.
honesty, oh god, no, I'd be petrified. LOL. In the state line, either Florida, pretty sure. Wait, what?
Pretty sure all the rednecks would have stopped any zombies from spreading any further.
Oh, facts.
Yeah. No.
But I mean, it's still fun to talk about, and I do think that I mean, now thinking about it, it is possibly possible. So, would you say that rabies would be a type of zombieism? Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you know, what do they call it in Resident Evil? Africanized rabies. Yeah, I mean, if they could really make supers rabies, I bet that would be a perfect zombie thing. It's actually funny that we're all trying to find a way to make a zombie disease, right?
I mean, I kind of had a feeling that this was going to happen. In all honesty, I think that we all think about zombies, and like, you were talking about this a few days ago, and that sparked this conversation, and it was why would you like to see a zombie apocalypse happen?
Yes, we were talking about this. We were talking about this very thing, right? So it's, you know, my cynical view on mankind and people in general. Kayla, what up? Welcome to the stream over on Green Room. My cynical take on it is that you hate your neighbors, and you want an excuse to kill them. You want an excuse to shoot them dead. On their porch, and so you hate your neighbors, you hate your coworkers, you hate all these things, and we all have this secret desire. They were like, if an zombie apocalypse happened, I'd have an excuse to kill all these motherfuckers. It's like a type of like therapy.
I mean, I guess.
Kayla, this is not chaotic K, but Kayla over on Green Room says, I don't believe in COVID. It's all a government conspiracy.
Oh, Kayla, you and I are going to be friends, darling. Hello.
It is Kayla Winter, and she says also everyone who got the shot will become zombies.
So there is actual conspiracy behind that they do believe that within a few years, the shot is going to turn you into zombies. Yeah.
Am I going to turn into a zombie? I've had 3 shots.
Then I guess so, Mantis. Yeah.
The weird thing about mad cow disease is it's not caused by a bacteria or virus. It's a mutated protein cell. I can dig that. There's so much stuff about organic chemistry that we really don't understand. Like, we're not even sure if viruses are alive or not. And that's really only because of our bias of what life is. At one point in science, we created the 7 life processes, and we were like, life does this. And then when we found something that doesn't do like 2 of them, but we're so small, we're not even sure if they do it. We're like, well, then it's not life.
Right.
I'm like, what? Right? I mean, that
right.
I don't know. I think I think it's written out of ignorance because it's only things we've observed, right?
Well, because we want to be in control of everything.
It's saying like one of them is pooping, right? We excrete waste. All life forms. One day, I think we might go into outer space and we're gonna find a space alien that doesn't poop, and then we're gonna be like, well, it's not alive, but it does everything else. It just doesn't poop. Like,
Oh my goodness! What?
I'm sorry, I'm talking crazy right now.
No, I think it's great. This is what happens on Mothership Monday. There's nothing wrong with it.
Yes.
So Reese says it's Russia. Super cold, guaranteed zombie would freeze in certain parts of the country. Then, bam, 100 years later, unthaw, and humanity gets taken by a threat they didn't even know was still around. So
That's really good, actually.
it's actually really good. Yeah,
good.
super good.
You need to write that screenplay.
Wait, it's
Is what
already.
you
I
need
mean,
to
it's kind of technically already. I mean, have you not read World War Z?
I haven't read World War Z. I saw it and I didn't like it. I didn't like that movie.
Read the book. It
And
is completely different from the movie. The movie literally has nothing to do with the book. The book is basically a guide for if a zombie apocalypse ever were to actually happen. The book is by far better than the movie.
It's so funny because I had jotted down Pytho. Is it Pytho or Pythovirus?
Pitho.
Which it's actually interesting. It's similar to what Reese is saying that it was a virus found in our Antarctica. That when we were digging into the ice down there, we were looking at all these things. Somebody noticed that all the amoebas that would normally be in that area just started dying out, and they realized they released a new virus. And so they contained it, and that's also something they are experimenting on as a weapon.
Why am I not surprised? Again, with humanity and being... Anyway.
The problem is we have to keep these viruses bottled up all the time, and if there's one slip up, we could eradicate the entire planet.
100%. That's going to
insane.
happen. But that's going to happen. That's how our apocalypse is going to be. I don't think it's going to be nuclear. I think it's going to be some random guy who got poked with a needle and destroys us all.
Right. Yeah. No. Right. It's going to be some junkie. Some junkie is going to be responsible for killing some dude taking bath salts.
Oh my god!
Down in rural Alabama.
Well, that was the scary thing too, is that everybody thought that these bath salts were literally going to be the zombie apocalypse. Like people are still doing them to this day.
Who gets high off of bath salts? I don't get it.
I guess really poor people.
Someone was like, "Neil, let me smoke these chemicals, man."
Like who thought that it was a smart idea in the first place? That's my question.
That's my question. Like, who starts doing that? Like there's
eating freaking Tide Pods. Like,
once I hear that they're started testing on zombies viruses, I'm moving to the edge of the earth. That's the problem. That's the problem, AJ. In the modern age, you can't opt out.
They already are.
Where are you going to really go off the grid? How are you going to? You can't opt out of
even if you have a bunker. Like, let's be honest, you could probably survive in that bunker for 5-6 years, and then you still have to go out in the real world.
Right.
What about the zombies where their intelligence evolves? Where their intelligence evolves. So there is. I don't know if there is potential for evolution of a zombie.
I mean, movies have it. I know, like, what was it? There was like
Walking Dead's about to do it in their next season.
Yeah, because that's already been done in the Night of the Living Dead saga, the last one. Yeah, he has it where a zombie leader comes forward because he starts becoming more intelligent.
Right.
But he's still like technically a buffoon, as these creatures are. I mean, I don't know if we have them. What is it? A super zombie? What would call those things?
I don't know. What about tetanus? Could that also be a type of zombie disease?
I don't know. What are the symptoms of tetanus?
I don't know the symptoms of tetanus. I know that it's not great. Hold on, let me look it up real quick.
So yes, rabies. Once the symptoms start occurring, it increases aggression like biting to spread. That's crazy. That viruses know to do that. That they're like, I'm going to turn this person into a biter so they can spread more of me. Clever bastards.
Okay, so we're gonna read about tetanus real quick.
Yeah. By the way, real quick, Beck says that's what the purge is. She, of course, is referring to my comment that the reason why people want to dream about a zombie apocalypse is so they can kill their neighbors.
Yo, Bex, I'm with you. In all honesty, if they started a purge, I'd be down.
Yeah. Guess who would be purging? This guy right here.
I'd purge. I would purge.
Who has 2 thumbs and is gonna purge the shit out of you? This guy right here.
We're learning a lot about Mantis this evening, aren't we, guys? Holy Jesus.
Sorry, guys. Sorry, I don't mean to scare any of you.
A little bit. I'm a little frightened. I'm not going to lie. Goodbye, old yellow. You were loved. So keep going. I don't want to.
AJ says, Mantis, will you still be able to stream if you're a zombie? Oh, you better believe it. I'll figure out a way. I'm gonna be on the mic now.
No, guys, he's gonna turn into the zombie. I'll just be videotaping.
I'll be chained up, doing introductions and stuff for her podcast. Hannah says, I want to be a zombie right now. I already feel mindless and not in control of my body. Oh, I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
That is rough. That is absolutely rough. I'm sorry to hear about that, Hannah. Hippie, guess we gotta get out of here. Wait, what? I'm sorry, what?
Hunt him down?
Oh, I guess you gotta hunt him down. There we go. Oh, put him down. Put him down.
Put him down. Put him down. That makes sense.
Logie Bear, welcome in. He says,
hello,
well, I came in the
Logie.
right time. We're talking about space poop. We are always talking about space poop in this broadcast. Right.
We're talking about some stuff. World War Z, the book is fantastic. Thank you, Matt. Yes, absolutely. I'm telling you, you're sleeping on that book. The movie sucked. The book is phenomenal. It really is. It's like a guide to surviving the zombie apocalypse. And how it was written was just super smart.
So Hippie says zombies won't freeze. It's like Game of Thrones, right? The White Walkers are particularly ice zombies, right?
Oh.
Once again, it's magic, though. Magic can bring things back from the dead, and so I don't know if in our lifetime we're going to be seeing actual, right?
Right. No.
Do you think in our lifetime we'll actually be seeing a dead corpse getting up and murdering somebody?
I hope so.
Oh wow! Now we've learned a lot about you.
I mean, it would be pretty phenomenal to sit there and say, listen, we've gone through so much in this lifetime that I don't think any of us expected. Why not the zombie apocalypse?
Right. That says, I think when it comes to viruses, we should destroy them all. Okay,
I mean, yeah. Zombie evolution is possible, just saying. I don't know. I would probably have to disagree with you, Hippie. I'm sorry. I don't mean that I just mean like, is the virus the one that's evolving? I don't know. Because the human's dead. The brain is dead.
So I want to talk about this real quick, and this is hitting the entertainment lanes real hard. Matt says, what do you guys think of the zombies from Zack Snyder's Army of the Dead film? I thought that was too fantastical. It was a silly movie. It was definitely a silly movie, but it was like a fun action movie, right? Army of the Dead. Did anyone see the UFOs in that movie? You've seen it, Army of the Dead?
Yeah. Yes.
Okay, so I want you to put it on again.
Okay.
And if you watch the very beginning,
okay,
I bet you YouTube has a clip of it. I think we might have to put this on right now.
That would be fun.
There are UFOs in the background of the opening scene.
No, stop.
When they're at Area 51. Yeah.
Oh, they're I hate it here.
What are we doing? We think it's funny just to make random noises. Okay.
Have you also seen the prequel or sequel to that one? That was pretty good. I actually enjoyed
that.
Was
Army of Thieves.
Yeah.
Because there's no zombies in them.
Yeah, but it was still pretty good. You didn't see the zombies because it was the prequel, so the apocalypse was just starting to happen in Army of Thieves.
Okay.
So yeah.
Wait, hold on, real
But it was
quick.
pretty good. Okay.
Real quick. Wait, hold on.
Uh-huh.
Comments. We're
We're
gonna
waiting.
do this. We're gonna do this real quick, guys. Sorry
We're
about that.
patiently waiting.
Patiently waiting for it. Okay. So we are going to share this bad boy.
Oh man.
You all right?
Yeah, I just read Loki's comment and I'm actually really bummed about it.
Oh wait, hold on. Should I read that first, or should I put on our?
No, we can put this on and then we'll go. Oh, look at that.
Yeah. So if you watch this scene right here, this is the scene where they're transferring it. Opening of. So look up at the sky. You see those lights in the background?
Would you look at that?
There's more to it. Keep watching. Keep watching. I'm assuming he's going to show the whole thing. Because they act even bizarre in a second. Look. Fly off. And so remember the thing that the main zombie comes from Area 51.
Correct.
So I think the implication is that he's like the origin of zombies in that world is from like.
So he's an alien?
He's either an alien or he's infected by an alien or something. You know?
I don't hate the concept of an alien zombie.
I
don't hate the concept.
I'm bigoted against it. I do not want to see some disgusting alien ruining my zombie. No, I'm kidding. So let's see. Let's tackle Logie Bear's comment.
Oh, it was just.
Is this the one?
Is there such thing as zombie porn?
Was that the thing that upset you? Because it's upsetting me.
Oh my god.
It's upsetting me. But then he also says, speaking of zombies, the new Resident Evil show is very yes.
Yeah, this is what makes me sad. I actually was just going to start it, and now I feel like I don't want to. So that sucks.
I've seen all these reviews that I haven't heard a good one yet.
God darn it! I was really hopeful because those movies were phenomenal.
So this is a question directed at you, Matt. Says, what's your favorite story from World War Z book? My favorite is the woman talking to the woman on the radio.
That was a good one. Oh man, like I haven't read the book in years. Honestly, I did really like the when they froze. Like that was pretty cool to me. So they were able to like kind of get away in the winter months, but they would come back in the summer months. That was pretty fun. But the whole book was super good. Yeah, I'm literally digging. It's been so long.
You all right?
Of course. Yeah, no, I'm trying to remember like all of the parts of the book that I really enjoyed. I enjoyed the whole book. I did like the part where they did take and make it into the movie. I thought that was kind of cool. Like you could see why the movie happened via the book. Because there was a lot of army talk and things like that, and like where they got the concept from, but it was a completely different storyline. But yeah, good book.
Hannah says, "Oh my God, what a gruesome death! Death from tetanus is often caused by a blocked airway during spasms or damage to the nerves that regulate breathing, heart rate, or other organ functions." That is horrible. That is.
Yeah, that doesn't sound like fun. I wouldn't say that that's a zombie disease, though. I don't think. I sense doubt in the zombie force. What do you mean? Like, that people don't think zombies could be real or happening? I mean, I don't know, man. I think that it would be something very interesting. I'm with Lainey. Year of the Shambler zombies would be an improvement on this year.
So Shamblers are the slow movers, right?
Yeah. I do prefer the lore of the slow movers. Although I do have to say they've done some pretty cool adaptations of fast moving zombies. Speaking of zombies, yeah, okay.
Right. The non-zombie parts are the only interesting thing. So actually, that's actually not what. So what I heard about the Resident Evil thing is that it keeps jumping in time between a futuristic zombie apocalypse to teenage girls having social issues in high school. and so people were dissing it pretty hard on that.
Yeah, like what's the point?
So yeah, basically what it is it has equal time between both the future and the past, and it's about Wesker takes his twin daughters, his two daughters, and they move to a small town and they go to high school, and they're mistreated in high school and they're having high school drama, and it keeps jumping between that and 8 years in the future after the apocalypse has started, and I think people didn't like the two, different how different it was each thing.
Yeah, that doesn't make sense to me. Okay, so yeah, I'm not watching it. Great, thank you. Thank you guys for allowing me not to watch crap TV.
And Matt, yes, of course, always. I'm always on patrol. And Matt points out there is zombie porn. So.
Is there for real?
There must be. There must be.
I mean, I guess, but oh my god,
this is America. There's every type of porn. Yeah, because that's why I play or like the movies, high school drama. Yeah, is a direct adaptation of Resident Evil really that hard to do? Right? Like, why not just
I've never played the game. I'm not gonna lie to you. I've never played the game. I've only ever seen the movies. I know. Sorry. I'm not a gamer. We know this. I wish I was.
Well, they came out with Resident Evil 2 remastered, and so they updated the graphics, but kept the gameplay alive, and I hear it's amazing.
Well, maybe I'll look into it. I'm just really bad at video games. It's a thing. I'm bad at them. Anyhow.
You were going to read something for us, weren't you?
No, it was about tetanus, and Hannah kind of said what it was. I don't think that tetanus would be a zombie disease, in my personal opinion.
He says, we're talking about people in makeup doing porn, right? I don't want to see two people on bath salts doing the deed.
And that's kind of where I'm lost a little bit. I'm not going to lie. We're talking about zombie porn. Like, are they eating each other in other ways?
I'm going to have to ask.
Oh, my God.
So, obviously, there's been every type of zombie movie ever at this point in time in history, right? Like every idea has ever been said about a zombie it could ever be, right?
Yes. Has
there ever been one where someone like chains up a zombie and bangs it and uses it like a fuckboy?
Not that I know of.
Now here's the thing. Not that I want to see that on camera, but in real life, if zombies were real, people, particularly like hillbillies, would be doing it. I assume that's how you get the disease, though. I assume you couldn't. I don't think you could bang a zombie.
I feel like that's just asking to turn into a zombie. No, I would never bang a zombie. Just gonna put that out there.
Yo, Matt is very proficient in his zombie knowledge. He quickly said, "Yes, the movie Dead Girl."
For real?
Damn. I've seen some original zombie stuff. Yeah, bro, stop! You're a zombie.
Now I kind of want to watch Dead Girl. Just oh God, what is happening?
I actually want to watch that too. I've never heard of it, but
I don't know, me neither. I feel like I might watch it tonight. You gotta experience all of it, right? Oh my God.
Miss necrophilia much? This is not me. I'm talking about just people, and I wouldn't,
No, I would never. But people,
I would assume you would get like the zombie disease in your, That's I'm not sticking in a zombie. Are you kidding me?
That's a new way. That's oh my God.
Oh my goodness! Where is this going? What have we done to this cast?
I feel like
we're exposing these poor people to some really sick ideas.
I just cannot right now, and I'm embarrassed. Lena's doing field research.
Oh my God. How do you feel about the idea that like all these governments though? What's up with this? governments have all these preparedness for the eventuality of a zombie apocalypse. Well, how does that make you feel?
They do. So there are guides and there are books and there are, people who are online every day talking about how they're hoarding for zombie apocalypse. It's kind of subject adjacent, but the movie contracted the zombie virus as an STD. Yeah.
So contracted. So we got to see contracted and we got to see dead girl. I'm writing this down.
So I'm writing it down too. Hold on. Or, I'll let you write it down. We'll talk about it later because I gotta see these movies now. They do sound fun. Anywho, but we are talking about how they are experimenting on like the mad cow disease, and they are experimenting on other diseases that are zombie porn for the win.
Go on.
I think I lost my train of thought.
Yeah. So they are experimenting on all these diseases. They're prepared for a zombie eventuality.
Because it's a possibility.
But have we not determined from the very beginning, when I was trying to convince people zombies are real, everyone was like, zombies aren't real. And we've determined in this podcast,
yes,
obviously the dead, we cannot
but
weaponize
I think that, I think that when we talked about this, though, we also said that zombies in real life are not dead. They are walking things that are mindless drones that have the potential to harm,
right? They're aggressive, or they want to bite you or something.
Right. So who is to say that that is not a possibility? So yeah, it's not the zombies that we know of, like the actual dead walking, but yeah, for real. It's possible. I'm done, y'all. Ridiculous. Facts.
So, yeah, I mean, I just feel like I don't know, man. Because, like, I just think it's so weird that the government has preparations for this.
So do you not think that the zombie apocalypse is ever going to happen? And
so what's going to get us first? And it's funny that this particular podcast discusses it all the time, but what's going to get us first? Is it the environment? Is it nuclear war? Is it, you know what I'm saying? Like, is it now it's zombies? I mean, what's up, yo? What do I need to fear of worse?
Zombies.
Mississippi says keep the population down.
I mean, what? I mean, don't you dare answer that. Don't kill my hopes and dreams. Of what?
About whether there's going to be a zombie apocalypse or not. And Reese clearly wants there to be a zombie
apocalypse.
I
think that if we take into consideration that zombies are not necessarily the dead, then yes, I think that there is a potential of having a zombie apocalypse.
I want there to be the dead. I want the dead to climb out of their coffins and start eating grandma. That's what I want.
You would. You would.
Don't you think it would be fun? No, I mean, like, that's the real feat. We need to figure out how to do that.
To have the dead come out of a coffin and eat grandma?
Yeah.
I love my grandma.
I meant a figurative grandma. The grandma that's a real bitch.
My grandma's dead. Maybe she'll be the one who crawls out of her coffin. Oh my god.
Oh, that's a good So here's my question to you. Okay. What would you do if, like, a dead loved one came to your door? Would you be able to shoot their face off?
No, I don't think I could. I think that I think I'd run away. But I'd just let him be a zombie.
Yeah, fuck that. I'm killing them all.
Oh my god. All right, fine. It depends on the loved one.
It's like in that Simpsons episode. It was a Halloween episode.
Okay.
Where Bart's a vampire.
Yeah.
And he's in the living room, and then the grandfather bursts in with a wooden stake, and he goes, "The boy! Kill the boy!" And they go, "How'd you know he was a vampire?" And he goes, "He's a vampire?"
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, I was Mantis on this one. I'd prefer rotting corpses to be attacking, but beggars can't be. Yeah, I feel you.
Right. Like, okay. Go ahead.
Another entertainment question. Do you think the anthology series of small 2 to 3 episode short stories of World War Z, are they actually making that, Matt? Is that what they're planning on doing? Because I would watch
That
the hell
would
out.
be badass if they're actually doing that. I didn't hear anything about that, but that would be badass. And also, guys, be a doomsday prepper. It's not a bad idea.
That's the problem. I don't have any property.
Yeah, no, me neither. I'm literally doomed.
I live in a townhouse, so technically none of this is my property. I cannot build anything on it. You know what I'm saying? So, or you know what I could do? I could build a shelter out in property that isn't mine.
There you go.
That would be badass, wouldn't it?
Just go to the woods and build your doomsday.
Well, I'm saying if it's
apocalypse.
under the ground, maybe they won't find me. They won't even know I'm here.
Start digging.
There we go. I'm gonna go find some nice land to make a.
Matt says sorry. Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
What'd you say?
Depends on how dead the loved one looks. Yeah, I don't know, man. Like I said, we kind of touched on this a few episodes ago too, and I don't know if I would. I don't know if I would survive the zombie apocalypse.
But what? I don't get it. Why? Like, you just don't want to live? I don't understand.
No, I mean, listen. If a zombie, like, I'm not. Listen, I'm not a fast runner. I can't run for shit. I have bad knees.
Have faith in yourself.
Maybe that's my issue. I don't know. I would probably kill my mom for sure.
Basically, everyone is on the table. You know what I'm saying? That, like I said, they're all in play to be gunned down or axed by the Mantis. You know what I'm saying? You come too close, I'm cutting your head off.
All right, let me ask you another question. If your loved one was bitten by a zombie, would you kill them before they turned?
Of course. Okay. Yeah, I personally think you'd have to be an asshole not to. You're like, I'm gonna turn into a zombie, man. You're like, he'll be all right. And then what are you gonna do? Lock them in a room and let them suffer? I would do. No.
I'm with you on that one. But okay, so let's say like a zombie bit somebody's arm. Would you hack it off?
Sorry, Lainey. No. Well, this is the thing. How fast? Actually, our medical people, I believe that's Reese and that is Hannah Banana at least, tell us how fast would the saliva infective go through the bloodstream? Like, how long do you have before someone's bitten? Could you cut off their arm? Could you beat that before it went into their system? I live in 100 acres in Alabama with an unreasonable number of guns. You guys are welcome to join. I'm going to Reese.
Hell yeah, Reese, I'm going.
Yeah,
thank you so much. Listen,
you are a sweet person.
I've already talked about buying a bus and turning it into a tiny home. I'm going to Alabama. Bye.
You know what I don't like about the bus idea? You're totally not defensible. Like, you can't protect your bus.
You sure can. You put freaking like bars all over that bitch.
Buses. Oh my god! Only a psychopath lives in a bus. What if they were like, "No, please don't kill me. Let me be a zombie." No, I know. I still wouldn't. I don't care.
Yeah, because the potential. I don't give a flying fuck. Like, the potential of you coming back as a zombie and biting my ass is no. I'd shoot you.
And actually, you know what I would do though?
Mm-hmm.
I would make it seem like everything's all right. I'd calm them down, and then when they weren't looking, I'd shoot them. It's like
That's just evil.
No, it's not. I'm doing them a favor. It's like with the rabbits. Tell me about the rabbits. What is that from? Of Mice and Men. Remember, he's kind to him before he shoots him because he's mercy killing him, right?
Okay.
So I want them to feel safe around me. I'll be like, it's going to be okay. Reese is a medic. They got you. And as soon as their back is turned,
pop.
Yes. Soprano style.
Okay. Okay. Soprano style too. I like it. All right.
And yo, to be honest, I honestly feel like you guys would be doing me a favor if I was bit. And here's what I'm saying: if we were sure that the bites turn people into zombies, do me that favor.
Matt, really?
If there
So
was a
Matt
zombie
says, God.
oh no, you read it.
No, you go.
No,
You started.
Yeah.
All right, sorry. I knew that was gonna happen. Matt says, if there was a zombie apocalypse, I have to be honest, I'd probably just take my family and myself out before all hell broke loose.
Matt, don't do that, man.
Wait. I'm gonna kind of okay. If they were slow moving zombies, nah, man, I'm going all gung ho. Let's go.
Even
Let's
if
kill
they're
some,
fast.
let's kill, no, if they're fast moving zombies, I'd probably be with Matt.
You'd end it before you even fought the challenge, before you fought the struggle. You would end it.
Yeah, probably.
Matt, Matt. I relatively know where you are. I'm gonna come get you. You just protect yourself. I'm gonna swing by. Then we're gonna go down south to Reese's. Everything's gonna be okay.
Don't forget to come get me. Like, what the fuck?
I'm gonna get you too. I'm getting everybody. I'm getting everybody within that area. We're all in like a relative. We're not in a relative area. We're all hours away, but you know what I mean.
I got you.
And actually, we'll get Miss Hippie on the way down, and Miss Hippie and Shaolin on the way down.
Perfect, guys.
Because they're on the way to Reese's. So.
Yes.
Everybody says Mothership Monday is my favorite. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. That really means a lot. It's my favorite too.
Oh, I love it. Being eaten alive just looks too brutal.
It does look too brutal.
You just lock yourself in your house. You can last a couple days.
I mean, listen. You stay away from the cities. Like that's always where people get eaten, is when they're in the gosh darn cities where there's hordes of these gosh darn zombies, and like, yeah. So just stay away from the cities. Don't go to the cities. There's not. No, go to the little houses and find your food and do your scavenging, and you're fine. And hope to God that the animals do not get infected with us. And learn how to hunt. We're good. We got this. We're golden. Right?
I already have a purge style game plan in tactic in my head.
Oh my God.
Well, if there was like a zombie outbreak in the city, I know what would happen. So I live in a bunch of condos where older people live, aka useless in a zombie apocalypse situation people, but I'm sure they have stores of food and stuff. So I would get rid of them and use their property and their food for my own purposes for the time being.
Yeah, you're a scary individual.
Yeah.
I mean, that makes sense.
It's difficult. I have 2 toddlers. They're very cute. Yeah, no, they are cute. You're a very good father. I think it's so cute in your videos when you play with your kids. But I'm saying, just teach them. Be like, the zombies are coming. Here's how you shoot a gun.
I mean, yeah. Look at Judith. She survived. She was born in it.
Boom. If the zombie virus was close to something like rabies, it would be an incubation period of 2 to 8 weeks before symptoms show it's fatal. So I'm saying, if I get bitten by a rabies thing, how long do I have? If I cut off my arm, is it going to be? Am I going to beat it, or will it still infect me?
Right, or will it already have been in like my complete blood system, and like there's nothing I can do? And elderly zombies weaker, slower than normal people zombies.
That's what I'm saying. Zombie fiction doesn't make any sense.
Not at all.
So they have, Walking Dead's been going on for years. Zombies wouldn't last that long, especially zombies that aren't eating. They'd starve to death. Right. And so think about a human. If a human did nothing but walk all day outside, a human wouldn't last a year.
No, their feet
I don't see how a zombie would. And that's just wear and tear, right? So like Zombies also sometimes appear to have super strength when the writers need them to, right? But like, where are they getting the strength from? Because there has to be the limits of their physical reality. Like an elderly zombie should have weaker muscles. Yeah, I mean, I think they would be less good muscles, right? Because just from
I've definitely seen elder zombie written with super strength.
Yeah, super strength, speed, they move quick.
Make a pit stop. We will head to Reese's.
Yeah, no,
let's go. Let's go. Let's start making fences now, Reese. Bye, hippie. Oh, bye, hippie. Have a good one.
Oh, you gotta go, hippie. Oh, we love you, hippie. Have a good one.
Is that Mikey?
Mikey, welcome in. Logie Bear says, I ask because I'm surrounded by old fogies. I am too. My condo is just filled with old people, basically. And they're useless in a zombie apocalypse, so
I would die.
They're as good as the food store they have stashed up in their, kitchen.
I would die in my hometown. Although I would probably get on a boat.
Okay, so let's do the end part of the stream about survival tactics or advice for surviving the apocalypse, right?
Has it already been that? It's been wow.
Yeah, okay. No, we've been flying. So the question I have for you, Lainey.
Okay.
Do you have any glass doors or walls?
No.
So that's good already. You live in a small town or a highly dense town?
Depends on what time of year it is.
No. What I'm asking is like how close is your neighbor's house to you?
4 feet.
Oh, so they're right up on you.
Well, I mean, my one neighbor. My other one is like 12 feet.
12 feet. Okay, that's decent. That's decent. And what kind of people are these?
Well, my parents live next to me.
So old people. Old people. And what about the other one?
The other one is actually it's being renovated by the children of the person who lived there.
So if there is no law and order, you have old people to the left of you, and a ghost house to the right, and you have no back neighbor.
I do have back neighbors, but there's a pond that separates us.
Oh, this is all good.
This is all good.
You're having good. So all you have to do is barricade your house.
Yeah. Also, I have an electric bike now, which is great because that means that I could just ride the shit out of that.
I wouldn't suggest that.
Why?
I'm saying like.
Go 20 miles an hour. Vroom, vroom.
So here's my understanding of zombies. You could turn a corner and you could just run into a horde of them.
Okay, you're right.
What are you gonna do, right? And so unless you're super quick, like Glenn was the perfect guy to go out there and do things. Glenn was the perfect guy. And fast and agile, and he was quick on his feet. Do you feel like you're that?
No, absolutely not. Yeah. Can you imagine a horde of zombie squirrels?
That would be horrible.
That would be horrifying.
They'd be relentless on you. On you. Someone needs to put that in a movie.
Yes, absolutely.
As long as you get the shot before the incubation period is over, you're good. Okay.
But that's what we're saying too, is that there is no shot for a zombie apocalypse. I think honestly, just kill me. If I were bitten, guys, it doesn't matter where I was bitten. Pop me in the head. I'm good. Bye-bye.
Yeah, no. Oh yeah, no, I will kill you. I promise to kill you, but you won't see it coming.
Okay, I promise to kill you too, but you won't see it coming either. I'll be very gentle.
Because you saw the original Dawn of the Dead.
Yeah.
I thought it was just totally wrong that like his cop buddy gets bitten. Mm-hmm. And he's getting sicker and sicker and sicker in bed, and they know what's going to happen, and they're just like they're having hopes that somehow he'll be good, and they wait. He literally waits until that time where like he's like slowly rising out of the covers, and you see his like face is like green, so scary. But and to shoot him, I was like, I would not let him go through that suffering, leading up to it. If there literally is no cure or
although wait, time out. I would like you to if I were bitten on an appendage, okay. Cut my damn arm off, or my leg, or whatever, right?
Okay.
Then let's see.
Okay, if you're getting sick, yes. Okay, I agree.
Then shoot me. Although that's a lot of pain to endure, but I don't care.
Another fail. I gotta say, this is very similar in another fail. Do you remember, like the first season of Walking Dead?
Yes.
There's the country guy who I love that character.
Yeah.
He's like a mechanic or something, and he's just like a country dude.
Right.
And he gets bitten, and he's getting sicker and sicker. And they're like, "You can't come with us anymore. I'm sorry." And he's like, "I understand." And they leave him in the forest with a gun.
They leave him in the forest with a gun.
And I'm like, you should be the one to kill him. You're gonna force this man to kill himself? Like, come on.
He does. You hear the shot, don't you?
Yeah, you do. As they're driving like, they're not nice enough to do that for him.
That's awful.
But if you account for the mental limiters beyond removed, zombos would be strong as fuck until their muscles tear apart. So I feel that so we have mental limitations because of social constructions, which is why like psychopaths have super strength sometimes because they just don't understand their strength. So that
Correct.
is yo, LaMikey, thank you for the bits, brother. Oh my god, much love, man. I appreciate you.
Love you, LaMikey. Look at all the love you're getting today.
We're getting right. So, up
Cheers
north where it's cold and everybody freezes, right? We did talk about like how the muscles fall apart, and you know if you're out in the elements all the time, you're not going to last long. Like a zombie shouldn't last long. Fall apart.
No, they shouldn't.
I can see it now. Mantis is going to show up with a bus full of elderly as meat shields. Yes. Because you could keep them around as long as it's convenient with like an armored bus, and then if you need like a distraction, you push the old person down like a hill or something, and so the zombies go for them, and then you just be gone.
Coming from the man of a Christian, you're a Christian man, and you are literally sitting here and saying,
I'm a Christian man who's gonna survive into the new world to bring Christianity to it.
Oh my God!
I'm on a quest. Okay. Is
that your quest?
Yeah.
God says so.
You need a reason to live, right? And that's a good reason. That's
killing you seems like a waste. I imagine there's more productive ways to go out. Yeah. Okay. So here's my thing about that, Loki. Exactly, Lainey. If you're gonna die, at least be nice and go out by slowing down a horde that's chasing the rest of. No, absolutely not.
That sounds like a good idea at first, but remember, she's the one who's going to be eaten alive.
Exactly. It sounds like a good idea for you. It sounds like an awful idea for me. That sounds painful and brutal, and no. Thank you.
Right.
So a fresh old lady zombie might still be dangerous.
Right. No, I feel that. The mental limiter is really what it is. Okay. Mantis, don't forget about strapping grenades to the... Oh, that's... I'm so glad we had this stream.
You all are evil bastards! Oh my God! I can't...
Just be out.
I cannot with you! Alright, I'm down for this.
Like we said, no, God put me on a mission. I have to survive to make sure there's still church.
Alright, so I'm just saying that the bus will have a chute on it.
Yeah, I should just start making the zombie apocalypse bus right now.
Listen, this is what I'm telling you, but you told me I was a psychopath for wanting to live on a bus. Oh, people, grenades.
No, this is for travel, not living. I wouldn't live on a bus, but to make the drive to Alabama, I got you. We could make the Dawn of the Dead 2004 bus. I like that.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. I think that our apocalypse bus could be badass. You don't need to be faster than the zombies. Be faster than your buddies. LOL.
Oh, and that's another thing. Shane did nothing wrong. Shane from Walking Dead. Do you remember that everyone in season 2, in the beginning, they had to go get a respirator so the little kid could have an operation, and he goes with the fat guy. I think his name is Otis, and he doesn't even know Otis. Like Otis is like a new person to him. And while they're at the school, they go to the school, they get the respirator, and they're running with it, and the zombies are right up behind him. So he shoots him in the kneecap, so that Otis gets eaten, and then he keep going. I feel he did nothing wrong. Because it's more important that he gets the respirator and they save a young person than they let this slow stranger. You see what I mean?
I feel that Otis was going to break down anyway.
Right, because of his weight. Because he was another major thing that made him a liability, and I hate to say it, is because his weight and he was super slow.
I don't know if I would have shot him in the kneecap though.
then you and that respirator would be destroyed by the zombies.
I don't know. Maybe.
I would drive by the high school and see a
Shane
zombie.
got gypped. Yo, Shane was an awful human being in that show. I'm just going to put that out there. Awful. He was the worst kind of awful.
Oh, no. Okay, it's time to have a Shane debate.
The only thing he did wrong was try to potentially kill Rick. Thank you.
I agree that was when he crossed the line, that he took him out there to die, but that was his final act. But before that, for instance,
he banged his best friend's wife, got her
who he
pregnant.
thought was dead. Right? You think your best friend is dead. No offense, but you know, and just out here, if you're one of my good friends, don't think I'm just going to be jumping on your wife. I'm just saying.
He's basically saying, guys, if you die, he's going to bang your wife.
I'm not. Probably not. Probably not. But I'm just saying that.
Which means that his future wife is also fair game.
I guess, yeah. Yo, if you think I'm dead, I cannot blame you. Of course, when I come back, yeah, I can't be mad at you, really. Right?
I mean, sure.
Okay. Damn, Lainey, you are possessive.
I'm not possessive. I'm not possessive. I am just I don't know. I mean, you know what? I don't know. I've never gone through losing my best friend.
Yeah, Logie. I'm not partnering up with Otis. F that. I'm shooting him a kneecap. And making off with the goods.
Okay, I don't know what's going on here.
AK Chaotic K has returned. Welcome back. No lunch buffet running from the zombies lures them longer. Yeah, you gotta get the old people to move.
Oh my god, man! Y'all are actually, you have me shocked a little bit. God damn it, Carl!
What? Oh yeah, that took me a second to get. I actually read it wrong. I thought he said, "God damn it, Cobra," and then I was like, "Oh." No, I want to address something. So, Lainey, you are a human, right?
I am a human.
You've evolved in a competitive species where the whole point of life is to compete with other life forms.
Correct.
Right, and so that's unfortunately where we're at right now. So
listen, I would shoot Otis in the kneecap. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, don't die for Otis.
No. If it came down to me or Otis is dead. Sorry, not sorry, Otis.
Here's what I'm saying. If it was a friend of mine, I wouldn't shoot them in the kneecap. If they're actually a friend of mine and we work together, then no. But okay. in his understanding, he doesn't know this guy for shit. He's trying to save Rick Jr., whatever I forget the kid's name. Carl. He's trying to save Carl. He needs to get the respirator back. He's on a mission. He owed Otis nothing.
I agree. 100%. Otis had to go.
I've never seen The Ambling Deceased. Oh. So no idea what's going on. So this stream is not all about The Walking Dead. Actually, right now we've been mostly talking about not fiction, not zombie fiction, just zombies in general.
Just zombies in general, and how we would survive the zombie apocalypse. I would probably get on a boat. If I were still here in my hometown, I would probably get on a boat.
Yes, I'm going to give a star to Matt. Yeah, Shane did nothing wrong. He did what he did to survive.
I agreed with you, okay?
Yeah, his only stupid act was the act that got him killed.
Well, yeah, I mean, when you try to kill Rick, there's a big problem with that. I don't know. I still don't think that I would bang my best friend.
Because I feel what? So here's another thing I got to talk about Shane with, and I understand his situation. He starts off being their protector. He's just looking out for his deceased friend's wife and son, and they're traveling together and working together. You can see how that could create a certain closeness. So I believe in the beginning he did try to resist these feelings of his. Right? Okay. Then later on, the whole barn thing, everyone hates him for the barn thing. I understand he was like a dick about it, but he was right.
Okay.
You remember the whole barn thing, right?
I'll have to rewatch it because, like, I feel like I read his character completely differently, but maybe it's because you're a man and I'm a woman.
She said it, so it's okay for me to respond to that. Yes, it is. Really good. The Mantis is going to take over the world. I am going to take over the world. And basically, I'm just waiting for the zombie apocalypse to happen so that I can take over the world and take my place on my throne.
Oh my!
On a throne of bones made of the weak. I'd shoot everyone. I'm laying down cover fire for everything. Hell, I'm shooting myself. Okay, this is another self-harm message. I liked every part of your thing until the end. No, you should be gung-ho, fight for what's yours, and survive. You know?
I'm fighting bitches.
That's what I like to see, Lainey. My accuracy is going to be 100%. I just don't know what I'm hitting. Sounds like you don't care what you hit. If you do it in Uvalde, you won't get much resistance. Oh my goodness, we went there. Oh man, we went there. I love it. I'm all about it.
What is that?
I need another angry. What?
I was looking at the bit or the thing. I got it.
And actually, one thing I didn't touch upon yet was another piece of research that I did about. Well, actually, I only have 2 cases here, but I'm sure there's more of them. So obviously, we have our the Miami zombie, right, from 2011, who ate that dude's face, right, because he's on bath salts,
right.
But in 2010, a Denver man shot a cop thinking he was a zombie.
Yeah, I heard of that one too. Yeah.
And then in 2017, in Overland, Kansas, when Christopher Dwayne Williams, 38 years old, strangled his roommate, Jennifer Lopez, 35, because he thought she was a zombie.
Could you imagine, though, murdering somebody and being like, dude, I thought they were going to eat my face.
And so what is happening to the collective consciousness that we're all like,
thinking
we're starting to believe that these zombies are real?
Correct. That's because of bath salts. Take your throne, then I kneecap you to take your rations
and dip. Okay. For the rations and dip. Take my respirator, right? I'm like, everyone talking about kneecaps is gonna awaken the goblin.
Oh, not the goblin. Sometimes you just gotta eat a face. Stop judging.
I feel like once the purge times come, once the dark times of the zombies come, everything goes.
Everything. Anarchy. Listen, I'm already ready for it, so let's go. We already know.
But I mean, you know, wild.
It's gonna be the Wild Wild West. There are going to be no rules.
Yes.
And that's the scary thing.
It'll be like Dom all over again.
Yeah. Well.
If so, some zombie's gonna die soon. Yes.
I mean, I'm ready for it.
I love this content. You two would be amazing on the radio. Oh, thank you, Lil Mikey.
Thank you, Lil Mikey.
That's the star right there. I have a homely face, skin satisfied.
And we're right back into the gutter.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Go ahead, you.
Go ahead.
No, you.
No, you.
No, you.
No, you.
No, you. Okay. How much of a nasty ass you gotta be for someone to see you and think you're a zombie?
But that's the thing. Okay, so was she on bath salts? Was there something that she was doing that made him think that she was a zombie?
So apparently she woke him up from a night of partying and drinking and drugging. Non-specific drugs.
So he was drinking and drugging.
He was drinking and drugging. He came out. He passed out on his couch instead of his bed. He didn't make it to his bed.
Okay.
She woke him up, and he immediately strangled and bashed her head. And then he was like, and then they asked him when he turned himself in. He was just like, I thought she was a zombie. And I'm like, what?
That's a little intense. That's a little intense.
And there's no way someone would say that to try to get away with a crime. You're not getting
No.
away with a crime,
Like,
right?
that's not the first thing that I would think of if I were to bash somebody's head in. Oh, I thought they were a zombie. Like, he probably actually thought that it was truth. We got to rally around the family with a pocket full of shit.
Random Rage Against the Machine.
No, for real, Reese. This is why white people need to moisturize. I hate it here.
That's straight zombie behavior. Don't crash my after party nap.
Oh my god, y'all are savage as fuck.
I feel like
I'm
there's
sorry.
a lot of other things they would go through my head before I said a zombie. Yes,
Exactly.
someone trying to mug me,
an intruder, right?
That's like
Right.
anything before
Right.
zombie.
Not a zombie.
And even at night, although I ever
Did he
tell
get
you the
away
story
with it
about
though?
what?
Did he get away with it?
No,
Like,
no.
so
He actually
did
pled guilty. He felt bad and he pled guilty.
Oh man, that sucks.
That's what he told the cops, that he was like, I thought it was. So he didn't try to get away with the crime. He turned himself in and all that stuff.
Wow.
But you got to be a dumbass.
Thank you, Mikey, for the bits.
Oh, Mikey, thank you, bro. Ham. So what was I saying? Like, out of all the things, so did I ever tell you about the old lady in the forest thing?
No.
So I'm a walker. I don't like cars. I don't like to drive cars. I have reasons why I don't like to drive. I'm shell shocked from some stuff. So anyway, so I walk a lot and I take these shortcuts through the woods. And I've gotten so used to it that I'll even do it during the night, like in the middle of the night. There used to be times before the pandemic, I'd go to bars. I'd come home at 2 or 3 in the morning, and I'd take the dark woods pathway, right? And so one night, this was not super late. This was evening. The sky was still purple. I'm walking through the woods, and I see a person there, and I never see a person there. Like, maybe during the day, I'll see people in those woods with a dog, walking a dog or something. Mm-hmm. But I see somebody, and I'm like staring at them, and they turn around, and it's a little old woman, and she's so little and like withered that her eyes are bulging out of her head. She looked like the crypt keeper. And she's like, hi. And she's super nice, and she's walking over, and in her hands are gardening shears. Blade. And she walks close to me, and she continued, even though I would step back, she continued to, like, every time I'd step back, she'd be like, she'd want to be close to me while she's talking to me. And it got even weirder while I was talking to her, that I was like, I said who I was, and she's like, yes, I know you. And your mother's name is, and she knew and I have never seen this person. And I'm like, and this woman is at night in the dark with like gardening shears, and I'm like, so what you doing?
Oh, I'm horrified right now.
It's crazy. It's so creepy. I thought I had found a witch. I thought I actually found like a real witch.
Like,
so it turns out what she does is she goes around and she looks for invasive plant life that's strangling the trees, and she cuts them free. And she does this that's what she does with her days and nights. And I later on checked with other people in the area, and they're like, yeah, we know this old woman. She doesn't even live in that area. She doesn't live in our condo area. She just comes to the wooded areas around it and all this stuff. And she's like, and she knows everybody, but she knows of everybody, but she doesn't talk to, like, she won't talk to you. Like, she knows who my mother is, but has never met my mother. Like, so she's watching us from the woods and shit.
Yeah, I'm completely creeped out right now.
So why am I telling you this story?
Why are you telling me this story? You thought she was a zombie.
What I'm saying is, I may not have thought she was a
shit.
What?
Sorry, just look at chat.
Where am I?
Thank you guys.
Oh my goodness, thank you guys. Seriously. But why am I telling this? Oh, thank you so much, Chaotic. Reese and Mikey, thank you so much for all the love. We're getting so much love tonight.
Oh wait, no, we gotta get the hype train going, right?
But the reason why I tell you this is that so many people, we're all saying that somebody thought it was crazy that they're a zombie. At that given time when I first met that old woman, I thought that she was a supernatural being.
I mean, I probably would have thought the same thing. I'm not going to lie. Especially the way that you described her. Super creepy, weird. No, thank you.
Knows my name. Knows my mother's name.
Knows your mother's name. I may have harmed her.
I was thinking about like how I'm going to defend myself,
especially as she's coming. Right, the shears, like that's just no, thank you. Listen, you crazy old witch, stay away from me. You know.
Yo, thank you for the hype train, guys. Oh my God, chaotic. Thank you so much. Oh my God.
You're getting
look at all this love.
Look at all that love.
Who would have thought that zombies would bring this much love? She's speechless, guys. She's speechless. That's how much.
Yeah, honestly, it's crazy, but I'm loving seeing this. And
speaking of horror, last night I was in the Quarry stream.
Yeah, you were talking about
Twitch, but that's I think that's more along the lines for later on because we're gonna do another stream about
vampires.
Well, that's the
werewolves.
The werewolf is werewolf. So remember, next week on Mothership Monday, we're going to be doing vampires, and then the week after that, we're going to be doing werewolves. We're doing all the great supernatural. You know,
I am so excited for that.
Yeah, I think it's going to be a good time. I've had such a good time today, guys. Thank you for that hype train. Thank you for all that love. Lainey, did you have any final thoughts on zombies or whether it's fiction, entertainment? Fears.
My logic is no. Honestly, I feel like my attitude towards the zombie apocalypse has changed completely, and I am going to be a badass killer zombies.
At least give it a shot.
Got this, yo.
Yeah, you do got this. Yeah, you're like the nuclear preparedness ads from New York. They're like, you got this, and they're talking about like a nuclear bomb falling on your house.
Yeah, that was super creepy, not gonna lie. Reese also says Lainey is just glad she found out about zombie porn being a thing.
Oh right, and the recommendations today, the movies Contracted and Dead Girl. Gotta watch it. Watch it.
Absolutely, for
get into our sexualization of zombies mood for the summer.
Because that's not awkward at all.
I'm not mating with a zombie. I don't care.
No. I think that honestly, it probably would be an STD thing, and you're gonna just turn into a zombie. I wouldn't. No. Anyway, do you have any final thoughts on zombies?
That was the fact that I'm not procreating them is my final thought. Just guys, stay away from old women in the woods with pruning shears, and don't stick it to a zombie.
Don't stick it to a zombie, guys. And don't let a zombie stick it to you. Just stay away from the zombies.
Logie Bear says the next stream needs to be Lainey's in-depth review of those films. What do you say? You going to give us a review?
I'll give you like a quick one maybe, but I'm really excited to talk about vampires.
Yes, I'm super excited. Vampires! Because I know you guys didn't think that I was going to start this stream saying that zombies are real. Well, guess what, guys?
Zombies are real. Oh, sorry.
Vampires might be real, too.
Yes!
I might have to give you next week. But did you have any shout-outs or any plugs you want to give?
Make sure to tune in tonight for... Fanboy modeling school.
It's me and the hold up TV. We're gonna.
Yeah, no, I'll be there. And no, just every Mondays, guys. Mothership Monday is a thing. I'm so excited that we are doing this again.
AJ says that this episode was steak sauce.
Hey,
steak sauce. Hell yeah! Thank you.
This was a fun episode for sure. This may have been one of my favorites.
Right. And so, guys, before we head out, I just gotta say, remember to like this video, subscribe to this channel, follow or subscribe if you're on Twitch, and do all the fun, nice, happy, clicky things if you're listening onto any other app. And remember to keep tuning in to Voice of the Fat Mantis, Mothership Mondays, and Roundhouse Trolleys when that gets a schedule.
It's coming back. It is coming back. So make sure to please fan me because I am trying to, bring all this stuff back and hit affiliate. So
I can't wait. I can't wait.
Me too.
It's going to be epic. It's going
be
to be epic. But we are signing off, guys. So remember to stay safe and remember to spay or neuter your cats and dogs. Until next time, ciao for now.
Bye, guys.